Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights from the LPL 2025 Split 3.
Responsibility on him here. It's the Senna that's locked in for Gala. That's terrifying. We talked about a scary team fight composition already generated exchange. We will see how the rest of FPX want to take care of this. IYY is in the area, so is Jway. They can contest this.
Are we in Nirvana still? Why are we 50-50ing these grub takes as Mako gets knocked up by the Cyclone? IYY steals it away, gets the second bound. The Cyclone down. Is going to hand-feed Carrot kill. No, he takes it for himself. Group Percent, Group Nirvana, who cares? It's the LPL, and we are coin-flipping first Drakes all night.
Flash now available, and, Rookie, his cooldown on Shockwave is going to be up soon. See where the pressure lies. Sheer potentially getting collapsed on here.
Setting a bit of a trap here for Sheer. Flashing away, sees assist, still going to go under the turret as Mako is going to take it up with the Unbreakable Will. Great layering of turret aggro. Smart execution there from IG to get their first kill of the game. He's guarding Sheer this time, making sure he can collect as much CS as possible. And
there's Mako's here.
Oh, they're going to double wrap. Okay. Two plays happening on two different sides. Rookie's going to get hit up by IYY. The Cyclone knockup does come across. Rookie with the phase rush runs away, flashes, but IYY is going to follow. Unfortunately, the Shockwave does have just enough damage for Rookie to go 1-for-1 on his side of the play, but here comes their revolving bot lane dives. They once again go after Sheer. Unbreakable Will trying to make sure Mako takes up all the turbo. Jway holds them all in place with the Magnet Storm. Assist comes across, but Sheer is still alive. Way has to flash out. He takes two turret shots. The Shy's going to take a big one as well, and here comes Chachi on the flank. More than enough damage to get rid of Way. The Shy going to have to go in. He's going to flash back to get the kill. Fancy footwork from the Shy, but I think he's going to have to pay the price as Chachi picks up the double kill.
Oh, it's chaos all over the map, Slayer. Everything happening. Top lane, bot lane. Who cares? We are right back into the thick of things.
They're cracked at the Rift Herald. In the pit, trying to burn through it. IG, they have to make a decision. Do they go for the fight yet? Cease and desist is mere seconds away. 5 seconds until Way can go for the ball delivery system. They knock down the mid wave. Sure, they're probably going to have to drop the Rift Herald. The Shockwave going to hold IY in place. He still flashes, smites away, and gets the Herald. But now he's far too low and has no protection to the pit. The Shy in a 1v1 against Sheer. Mako holding Carrot in place, but Chachi gets rid of Way first, and Mako flies in a bit too late. There's nobody else to follow up on the damage. The Senna is not doing enough for Gala. Finally gets one kill back, but he's face to face with IYY. Gets himself a triple kill. Chachi's going for it all. Can he find the pentakill? The Shy trying to kite back. The quadra kill for Chachi. Can he find the kill onto Rookie? He's punishing out all the damage, but he's going to fall flat as Rookie shuts down the big bad Corki.
Oh my goodness, Slayer. What a chaotic exchange. I know I said that before, but this game is just chaos incarnate in terms of how these fights are breaking down. Both teams looking like they're on the edge of danger, but it's FPX once again who comes out on top, and Rookie is no longer safe. Care is here.
An aggressive back, and Care sees the vision. He's not steamy anymore. He's fiery with these rocks to the forehead of Rookie.
He's gonna pick up the solo kill, and after everyone else is gone, Gala's in a bad position because he has to cover for the rest of his team, and from this point onwards, Chachi is taking over. He pulls out the Quadra, and if you were a little bit worried about the Shy trading a kill on the bot side to get Corki a little bit further ahead, here is, unfortunately, that worry coming to life, as we do see IG trading a Dragon, but...
It's part of the reason why FPX have themselves the gold lead, albeit a small one at this current juncture. Oh boy,
yeah, I mean, it's all on Chachi, and now
Here
Care
we go.
making a play yet again.
Yep. It's that map pressure that they wanted to utilize. Shockwave going to hold two of them in place, but Rookie should go down. Dawning Shadow's just a bit too late coming out from Gala. Wave Vault Breakers forward, gets the season assist down, but they need the Senna damage, or they're not going to be able to capitalize on these kills. IYY, knock up, flash out, he gets out. Jway will be the one to sacrifice himself, but you'll take that. FPX trade their support for a mid laner. Save you, as they have no vision on the health bar of this Octagon. Scrying Orb's going to spot out about 9k. They TP Sheer in here. Get ready, folks. Here comes our first 5v5, and it's going to be another likely coin flip as IOI tries to get pesky in with the Wukong, but the fight's going to break out first. Weaver's Wall sections off the Shy and Rookie, and Jway goes in with the 3-man crash down to set up Sheer for a huge combo. The seismic shove. Rookie is down first. Where is the rest of the damage for IG? And it's all crumbled in front of them as Way falls to IYY. Otacon will take him down, and now things start to get real dicey. It's Gala and the Shy. All of the big damage left for IG, and a smiteless FPX trying to burn down the Otacon. This is getting awkward. Stair gonna land. It's gonna pick off Sheer. Oh. What a great find! Down goes Care, and now the Shy and Gala feel comfortable stepping up with their range advantage. That's still just way further behind that mark. Not even at 2 items in this point as the scaling threat for FPX. 4th drink of the game being started off. Dre's going to spot it up, going over the wall with the Hex Flash. The Weaver's Wall again, going to cut IG in half, but maybe the Shy likes his side of the fight this time as Care gets chunked into his Seraph shield from one combo out of the Shy. FPX, Soul Point may just be a fleeting hope, but IYY, it's got the pesky Wukong, not going to go for it, but Chachi gets it! The Phosphorus Bomb gets FPX on a mountain Soul Point! The shortcomings of tempo that we thought Wei had somewhat cured are starting to rear their ugly heads again, but Wei's trying to remedy it, drops the season assist into the headbutt pulverized combo. Wei, the main engage tool, off the board for FPX, the first time that's happened this game.
Tier 2 could be on high alert. We will see how much attention they want to put into it. It looks like they just want to get pressure.
The Shy trying to bait in IYY. He does take it, goes for the Cyclone. Weaver's Wall on the backside of the fight, but Rookie and Mako could just exit stage left. And 2 ults are off the board. FPX now have to be on the back foot. The Shy is hunting, traps Care between worlds into the Shockwave. There's the combo we wanted. It might not have been the Vi. It's just the Shy that sets up the ball for the huge Shockwave. And now he's trying to route the escape for FPX. Chachi flashing away from Mako, who is daring them to get too close. Headbutt pulverized down onto Sheer. Can the Shy get close enough for the damage? No, but it's Rookie looking for the burst. Sheer not the target anymore as the fight splits off. IG going after multiple members, but now Rookie will finally finish off the Sheer as the Shy tinkers with a dive, but Dway wants his revenge and just catches out the Aurora.
Actually, counter, the Shy is not just the entire gold lead for IG. He is really going to be up to the Shy whether or not he can make it work in the back half.
All right, well, he's got more gold. Knocks down a standing turret.
Oh, it's so tense, Slayer. The Dragon just kind of in the middle between these two teams, the proxy line, and we could be seeing the line get broken here.
Snare gonna land on IYY, not enough for IG to go in. They're waiting on the Shy off to the side as the Sheer starts the fight off with the needlework. He has between worlds drop, but he's not gonna use it to get over the wall. It's Dway that goes in for the engage, locks up Wei, but Gala and Rookie are largely untouched on the backside of this fight, so Dway sacrifices himself. The Mountain Drink is not low enough for anybody to steal it away. Down goes both supports. Now it's the 4v4. IYY is trying to burn through the Drake. Can he spine away? Yes, the Mountain Soul goes over to FPX. Can they win the fight on the back end with Wei way too low to try and find an engage? With his season assist up, he's not confident to fly in because he knows he'll just get popped. Channeling the Vault Breaker off to the side, but still just too wary to really go for the gank, and IG have to let FPX walk away with Mountain Soul.
No reset here. Chachi needs to be careful. It could be engaged upon. This tower is not safety at this point, but it is just going to be mid-tier.
Despite their series score line, it needs to continue to be that main engaged threat. You've seen it all game long. FPX winning fights, start off which way. Maybe this one is with IYY as he flashed forward for the Cyclone. They're going after Wei again. This time he gets out, goes back in with the cease and assist. Where's the Shockwave going to come through? There it is for Rookie. Hits onto 3 members. Mako flashes his way back out in the Shy. Drops down the between worlds. He's dipping, dashing, and dodging all around FPX. And guess who gets to step up through the fray? It's Gala, untouched through this fight with a limited range, trying to bap down all of the FPX members. Sure, the Shy does die to the Sheer. Way all the way up here. IG don't know how the Sheer reset, though. The Death Bush is back up, but they are on a ward, so FPX know this. It's just a standoff until Sheer finally breaks forward with the needlework, but he gets exhausted, thrown back into the team. There's a between where the Shy does get out. Wei commits a cease and assist onto Dway. In goes IOI towards the backside, but Gala is still protected. Wei gets engaged on with the crash down. All the damage pumped out from Chachi. Gets down Dway. IG in a man disadvantage, but they have the health bars on their side. The Shy trying to get enough damage onto Dway, but he gets back out. The Mountain Soul providing so much value for FPX as IOI flings himself into the meat grinder that is IG. He's down next. Pull junglers off the table. IYY not able to participate. This fight, Dway goes to the flash combo, the crash down. It picks off the Shy. Down he falls. And it's into a 2-on-2 once again when we finally have a fight decided these narrow margins. Gala, 120 stacks. 4 items deep on the Senna. FPX, you need to change your game plan up to prioritize Gala. We'll see if Dway can make it work. The Shy TP's in. Elder's below 5K. Mako's trying to make sure IOI can't get close enough for Hero Steel, but he gets it! It's smited away by FPX, and now they've got the big bad Elder to roll through the fight. 3 kills in an instant, bear it in their sights, and Rookie getting chased down by Sheer. He was pummeled down all game long, but now he stands tall and proud.
Way, Slayer, that is the 2nd steal of the game for FPX. This time it's IYY to make the big play happen.
In a day.
None has been able to utilize it as far as I am aware, so we'll still have that available for this final one.
75% over, and IG's base still stands. Bruised, battered, but up. Kare's gonna throw down the Weaver's Wall, gets a side shove flick on the Gala, in goes IYY with the knock of the Cyclone, it's enough! Down goes Gala, and now IG don't have a chance in the world of protecting their base. Wave falls as well, here comes the final push, Fun plus Phoenix looking to take the series lead.
An unbelievable engage from FPX. They see the angle,
they got the
and
shy.
they capitalize on it. Jway, they got the shy.
Into the seismic flick, out of the Seeker's arm guard. The combos are so clean from Care right now. And IG, it's desperation, it's sadness as they watch Game 1 slip out of their grasp.
Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights from the LPL 2025 Split 3.
And try to just play boring Enchanter, because that's not who Jway is. So he finds a way to make it work, and he lands on the Jack of all trades and Dragon is already up on the board for the taking on the bot side. Hui is down towards that side. And Grubs are 2 minutes away from hitting the Rift as well. Descent's going to land through the Arcane Shift. Great pick from Jway again. Gall has to burn the heal. The Lantern to get Jauchi closer. The PTA, it's again the Jway Masterclass. No matter what the champion, this guy sets up his team for kills.
Oh, it's huge for the side of FPX, but the fight's not over.
Care.
IG's making a play mid.
Arcane Storm, hijacked Arcane Storm. Kare's going to try to heal off Way and then flash over him. That's good, but now we're just fighting in every single lane. Again, all these ultimates coming off the board. Ornhorn from the Shy forces out the Equalizer. Sheer using that defensively just to keep himself safe. But engage with Care not being able to come off this mid wave really. He needs to constantly try and answer this CS. Good on FPX to at least get one, but the pressure Rookie is generating in this mid lane is really starting to slow them down and hamper them. Even though Care does get a full combo into Rookie, the River's the main attention. With Way's going for a flash hook play, and Mako has to immediately answer it. Way gets away with one grub, but the flash forward comes across from IYY. They want Mako. Keeper's Verdict does boot out IYY with a calling from Jway with enough of the piercing light. Going to get the kill. Hijack Keeper's Verdict. Doesn't hit anybody out. Way flashes in. Gets the crash of the wall. Jway is down. Jauchi's out of mana. IYY's trying to rejoin the fight. Golic hiding back, but Care's far too low to look for the regauge. It's going to duck forward. Does get the amount of damage down. Jauchi flashes after dashes and knocks down Gala. And now, once again, we're in an awkward 2v2 with IYY desperately looking for a knockup, gets it onto Rookie. The barrier from Jauchi is clutch. Jauchi popping off for Fun plus Phoenix.
Slayer, we highlighted him over and over and over again as the player that needed to step up, and he gets
all going
away
right
with it too. Started here for FPX.
IG working their way forward. They're going to spot the Drake take with that scrying plant. The Shy over into the pit.
Oh, another
Way needs to get revenge for all the steals from last game, but he won't this time. IYY secures another. The Crescent Guard making sure no damage comes through for the Ezreal, and a great Lantern out. IYY is safe, but Care, the same can't be said for him. Trapped in the pit with a 1v2, but they re-engage on the way on the backside. FPX picks up the first kill. Care lives for a very long time, forces Rookie to step up and get that first kill, but now Gala's trapped in the pit with no Arcade Shift out, and Jway will send him there with a gray screen. 2-for-1 kills here for FPX. Another scrappy fight, but another win for Fun plus Phoenix.
Also play the fight really well. As far behind as Care is, he sure does live a really long time in these fights and take a lot of resources to break down, but Sheer is in danger here. IYY potentially to protect him.
He's got another read to shut down IG. There's no Graviton well. Rookie just gonna have to sacrifice Mako, but Care has the double flank. It's a double wrap. Supreme coming out from FPX, but the Graviton well keeps Rookie alive once more. To fix these mistakes, it's FPX that need to keep their foot on the gas, pedal to the metal, and they feel big enough to go after the big bad tank. Jway, you will not be sidestepping any death sentences from him, but the Keeper's Verdict does knock out the main damage dealer. Sheer doesn't have the sauce that the 6-0 Lucian does. So immediately you're seeing the value of this Poppy. Rear its ugly head once more, but FPX will turn their attention towards the Rift Herald, and grabbing this would secure feats of strength behind Fun plus Phoenix.
Yeah, obviously it's well played by Way at that point, but still not a particularly positive play. Care once again going to be the target here, but it's just Mako and Rookie chasing him down. He should be able to get out of this.
Does get rooted, doesn't have flash. The Graviton well is going to stun, but Rookie with this Blackfire towards first build doesn't have enough juice to kill off Care.
Yeah, and if that's going to be your counterpunch to all the action and
just like after the round 1 bell rings, IG feel like they're a little dizzy on the map. They are slower. They are being read perfectly by FPX at every turn, and now that gold lead, even being only a couple hundred, despite the big lead for Jauchi, is now okay. All right, IYY. All right, man. Holy, we are way too deep. Come on, man.
Oh boy.
He has to flash himself over the big blue wall. So it definitely costed a bit more, and FPX do end up succeeding that Mountain Drake.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a greedy play from FPX. No real reason to contest that. They really are behind in terms of tempo to be able to set up for that play. Now Care could be caught way too far forward.
Okay, he's going to have to avoid the steadfast presence slam into the wall. He's going to flash again with the heal. The slows from Mako. That turret's very low. The Oranhorn after this is not needed. Rookie picks up his first kill of the game. And IYY, he's desperately hoping this turret stays up, but it doesn't matter. Mako slams him back down. IG playing through their superstar mid laner have got him in position for them to go for a win, and they might go for more here with Jungler down. Otacon swing, and just like that, we're back even, maybe with IG looking to push themselves ahead.
That's the entire lead for FPX, completely thrown. Jway and Jiachi are going to try to make a play happen. A teleport coming in from Sheer.
All right, Jiachi's got a ton of damage. That Coling burning through the main tank here. The equalizer down over top. All of IG are burning alive, and it's going to be the Otacon stolen back under the nose of IG. They teleport back in Rookie, who needs to be the superstar again, but the slows are stacking for Sheeran. It's just a heist.
There again from IG. I caster curse Jway into oblivion. I'm so sorry. I really didn't mean to cause this gigantic effect. I didn't mean to slayer it up in this cast here with another curse coming in. You know, I just had to get a part of the party, I guess.
This verdict channel, even if it would be for a couple of seconds. But it's still just so much on Jiachi. And you just saw the one maybe pitfall is he doesn't have the best range, but it's actually IYY that's looking for Mako. Has to flash out. Rookie also flashing on Jway's over the wall with the death sentence. Here comes the play on the other side, though, for IG. It's back to the same well called Punishing Care, who is out of steam. No matter how many photos are taken of him, nothing left for him in this top side as he falls for a fourth time.
Game, and they should be able to set up here relatively easily. Teleport coming in from the Shy.
Jiachi just has to be so careful about every step he makes as the hook does land onto Rookie, who doesn't have a flash and eats the whole Coling for breakfast, but it bites down back onto him. Knockups come onto Jiachi, but he flashes away from Way before the seismic stuff can come across. Hook onto the Shy, mid-flash forward. The turret will take him down as Jiachi makes his grand escape. But FPX are still way more hurt, way more bruised from that fight with so many members.
See if IG want to contest. Looks like they can't get into the pit. Care at full health is going to be zoning them. And at the end of the day, is still a win for FPX. Beautifully played to keep Jiachi alive in that fight.
What a test this series has already been. Just 4 series in for both of our two teams. Where do we go next? Baron Nashor. Spawned on the Rift about a minute ago. Turrets being taken on both sides as IG trying to threaten this mid-tier 1, and Jiachi's got to respect the range and stun threat that Way brings to the table. IYY is going for a wrap here, but you don't have either your solo lanes
as the new addition. Is it going to be IYY as we saw with Smites in game number 1? There are so many storylines and players to follow. I'm so excited to see how this ends up playing out. No matter what, it is a good story, but you can't afford to get caught now. Gala stepping up.
Oh, he gets knocked out of his arcane shift again. Crescent Guard goes down, but Gala flashes right into Care. He hijacks a true shot barrage. He sends it the other way. Gala's knocked out of this fight, but Rookie's still safe. And look how much damage the arcane storm's doing with the true shot barrage. Ringing across the whole fight. Call of the Forge God does land its mark. And Jway takes the hook back in. The Rookie goes into the stasis for it. Jiachi goes down to the Shy. Call the Shy to rescue IG. And boy, has he done that and more. 3 kills picked up. IG back in the driver's seat.
Oh, and that could be everything for Invictus Gaming. Dragon spawning in 7 seconds. Baron is on the map as well. IYY immediately going to Baron to make sure that that's not going to be a problem, but the Dragon will be gone. That is a huge fight win for Invictus, and it's all because they overextend onto Gala. It's IYY, the player who stepped up in game 1, who makes the critical mistake just by overreaching. We're going to get
base has gotten them back into this series, and now they're looking for the killing blow in game 2. Starting up this Baron. The wrap coming out from FPX. TP is coming across. They're going to get here before the Baron can really be finished off. But Gala is still slamming home. Way going to channel the Keeper's Verdict here. Who can he knock out? Keeper's Verdict is going to land, but he only knocks out Jway, and they knocked out Way. The jungler gone for IG before the Baron can even be taken. 5v4 on the table. Jway going to rejoin the team as well.
For seconds, FPX could look to start Baron themselves.
And that's exactly what they're going to do. They need to capitalize on this window, find themselves a punch back after they've been knocked down. And boy, do they knock down Baron with ease. It's going to have to be an interrupt on IYY Smite because Baron is going FPX's way and there's nothing Invictus Gaming can do about it. Or they can try and fight their way back out. IYY certainly wants to scrap as the hook flash comes across onto the Shy. Chachi can push out all the damage to just nuke the Shy. The Shy falls, the Orange down, and Kara's running up muck onto Rookie. Abscond Duck is going to go wide, forces the flash on Rookie. Kara goes after him, but maybe a bit too far forward. IYY going to protect him with the burn. Burns down Care. And now the Arc True Shot Barrage hits its mark. Gala has to be really careful how far he pushes forward. Trying to dance around the Ezreal's rage. Carefully pushing in. Mystic Shot after Mystic Shot. Heal comes across. Chachi has to burn the barrier and dash back. Now it's FPX on the back foot. They have the Baron. There's no reason to overstay. But in goes IYY after Gala. Gala goes down. Now it's Way's turn to shine. But it's Chachi that gets the double kill. Another IG FPX banger.
It's as cold as ice for Chachi. The smoking FPX team ends up coming out on top in a huge exchange. They pick up the kill on Way's overextension. They pick up the Baron by rushing it down. They pick up the fight with a beautiful engage by IYY. And as the pendulum swings, it swings back in the favor of the Phoenix.
Whew. I'm gonna need a replay on that entire sequence. Mainly so K-Man can talk more. Or he needs to find one more fight behind his squad to get this game done and dusted. And the first step, deny the Mountain Soul. But Wei is going to knock out Jway once more. IYY going to re-engage with the Crescent Guard. Care off to the side. The Equalizer doing a good job to create spaces. The Shy goes below about half HP. IG, they're kind of scrambling. They don't know if they want to chase Jway or go back towards the Dragon, but the Dragon's already gone. Picked up by FPX, and now there's no reason for them to overstay and fight. The hook can be canceled by the Shy. He goes unstoppable, but he's going to Lantern in Chachi, and now the Shy's got a flashback out. Rookie's going after Sheer, goes into stasis, but Chachi gets onto the back line. Shy goes down first. It's a trade of two front lines. As the Mystic Shots are starting to land, another Dark Passage comes out. But wait, can he find the angle onto Chachi? No, he doesn't get stunned. And now Chachi's trying to fight his way back out, but he won't find squat. 4 kills to IG, punishing FPX for their Dragon take. This is the maximum output this Lucian is ever going to bring without Elder. And it still has to be such a big impact. It's only 3 items on Care, but will it matter as IYY is getting poked out by Gala, whose damage is starting to get disgusting. Keeper's Verdict is going to get canceled because IYY is low enough to just go after him. The redemption heal is big, though. Care on the back line is going to force Rookie back. Hook onto the Shy. He's trying to hold the front line with his big, bad health bar. IYY flashing back over towards enemy territories. Joy's Death Sentence goes wide. IYY desperate to get health anywhere he can find it as the calling finally comes down from Chachi, forces Mako to heal, but look at this call from Care. He's going after the base. No way. It's going to be a base race.
No way.
FPX won it all.
Way.
They're going after the Nexus turrets. This is the way that they can upset IG. It's Wei first back with the Keeper's Verdict. It's going to miss. Sheer gets out. And look at Chachi. He's stalling all the backs. FPX, they're going to do it. They're going to knock down IG 2-0.
Oh my god,